Jonathan from the Paradox Engine here to talk about Universes Beyond. I feel like everyone's been talking about it anyways, but here's my humble opinion as the newest player as part of the Paradox Engine. It's a love-hate relationship. I feel like it started, whenever the Warhammer stuff, great, seeing these two tabletop titans come together for the first time. You love to see it. It was amazing. And it brought in a bunch of Warhammer players. And that's kind of what Universes Beyond is supposed to do, right? It's supposed to bring in those people who would never otherwise play Magic and bring them, bridge the gap into something they could play. Sort of like how it was for me with Dungeons & Dragons. But that wasn't Universes Beyond. That was Hasbro just flexing their licenses. But I feel like it's getting more and more astray. Lord of the Rings, great, flavor-wise. Magic, Lord of the Rings, Sword and Sorcery, it all makes sense. Leaning more into, Tomb Raider and like Fallout, it just gets a little skewed. I know it's to help new players or people come in who would never play otherwise, but it just feels like we're losing the Sword and Sorcery origins of Magic. It just feels strange. I'm not sure. I know Magic is a story of many planes and many lives and many things, and anything could be Magic. But I just feel like it's lost a little bit of its heart. And don't even get me started on the Assassin's Creed thing. Ignore everything I just said, because I also want to spin my if I had a choice for Universes Beyond. It might be too mature though for the 13th. Well, that's not true. We got Fallout. Resident Evil. Could you imagine a Jill Commander, Chris Commander? And there's so many different, there's like Resident Evil 1 Chris, Code Veronica Chris, Resident Evil 5 Chris. We could have like 5 different Chris commanders, okay? And they could all be the same person. Even that weird looking Resident Evil 7 Chris that nobody wants to talk about. He could be a commander. And he could be like Chris the Unknown. Oh, and then just there's so many flavor things, like the boulder punch. It could just be like its own removal. It could just be like a box topper, just rename it. It's just so many possibilities, so many great creatures. The hunter, just your standard zombie. Could you imagine like the zombie tokens with those classic Resident Evil 1 zombies? Just so the tyrants, the nemesis, even Lisa Trevor, just so many different, and even Ethan Winters. It's just there's so much to draw on from Resident Evil. So if I had a Universes Beyond I could choose, definitely Resident Evil. But I also don't like it.